Hey YouTube, LightSwitch92 here with my first ever deck profile. The deck is Gustos, which have gotten a lot better ever since the introduction of Pilica in Primal Origins. So we're going to start off with the main deck. We'll start with the monsters, and first up we've got 2 Kame Serenity of Gusto. This card's definitely great, allows you to recycle everything in the deck. Your Eagles, your Pilicas, your Windas, your Goldos, your Griffins even. It's a great card. You have to run at least 2. 3 might be a little bit too much, but 2 is where it's at. Next up, you've got your Debris Dragon. Wish this card was still at 2. 1 is fine. Summons Eagle and Goldo from your graveyard. When synced with Gusto Griffin, you get out Dragoon Knight Gaidir, which allows you to add a Griffin to your hand and discard it. And then you get Griffin's awesome effect from that. We've got 3 Eagles. Pretty much necessary to run. Got to run at least 3. 2 Griffins. This is what you use to sync with Debris Dragon and get Gaidir out. Then you add the other Griffin to your hand from your deck, discard it, and you get its effect. And its awesome effect that not a lot of people pay attention to is if this card is sent from the hand to your graveyard, you can special summon 1 Gusto monster from your deck. You can only use the effect of Gusto Griffin once per turn. But nonetheless, fantastic card. Works well with Tempest, works with 1-for-1 because it does not miss the timing. Then we've got 3 Gusto Goldos. This card's necessary to run at 3, especially with Pilica. And then you've got the star of the show, the 3 Pilica Descendant of Gustos. This card is really important. Lets you summon any wind tuner from your graveyard. The only catch is that you can't summon anything besides wind monsters for the rest of the turn. Lets you get out Debris Dragon, Gusto Eagle, Gusto Goldo. 9 out of 10 times you're going to go for Gusto Goldo so that you can go into either Leviair, Totem Bird, or most importantly Daigustos Freeze, which allows you to add a Gusto monster from your graveyard to your hand. It also starts the Daigustos Freeze loop, which is really, really annoying for your opponent. If you're going against Beazle, it's a one-hit KO. So definitely a great card. Would run 3 Pilica no matter what. This card is always surprising to some people because they don't expect people to run it. Reese is just a fantastic card. A lot of people prefer Windar or Musto over her, but she's great because she is basically a creature swap. She allows you to switch 1 Gusto you control with a monster your opponent controls. The only thing about her is that you actually get to choose the opponent your monster controls, unlike with creature swap. So it's awesome card. You can attack through that. You can plus off of destroying your own Gusto, and it's just fantastic. Her and Eagle also make Daigustos Freeze, so great card. Would recommend. Next up, Tempest. This never really runs out of stuff to banish from your graveyard to summon it. Tempest plus Eagle makes Stardust, Crimson Blader, Scrap Dragon. Pretty great. Tempest plus Debris Dragon makes Star Eater. The other great thing about Tempest is if you have Leviair on the field, you can just keep bringing back whatever you banish with Tempest. So if you want to special summon Tempest by banishing an Eagle, then you can bring back the Eagle and synchro summon for an 8. So it's a great card for the deck, very important. Discarding it with Griffin allows you to search for Debris Dragon and summon any Gusto monster from your deck. There's literally no reason not to run Tempest. It's too good in this deck. When it was at 3, it was amazing. Especially when Debris Dragon was at 2. That was just too good. Next up, we've got 2 Winda, Priestess of Gusto, and a lot of people like to run 3. I think 2 is where it's at, and that is pretty much it for the monsters. Next up, we've got the spells, and starting off, we'll go with 3 creature swap. I used to run 2 until I realized that there's really no reason not to run 3, especially if you can switch an Eagle and a Goldo with them, because you just plus off it every time. It's great. Next is Dark Hole. Just maximum destruction. Got the 3 emergency teleports. With Pilica, this card is indispensable. Bring out Pilica, special summon Goldo from your graveyard, sink into Freeze, add Pilica back to your hand with Freeze's effect. It's a great card. No reason not to run it. 1 Gold Sark, banish Tempest, and add Debris Dragon to your hand. Enough said. 1 Mind Control. 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. 1 1-for-1. Ditch Griffin, special summon Eagle, special summon any other Gusto monster with Griffin's effect. Doesn't miss the timing. Pretty great. Cool Pen of Goldos. This is another card that people find surprising that I run. This card is a lot better than Contact with Gusto. and it's because it bounces stuff instead of destroys stuff, which a lot of cards have stuff that negates destruction. Other than that, it also can target any other card on the field, so it can target a face down or face up spell or trap, so it'll allow you to help you make one of those big plays if you're fearing a face down. The other thing is that it can also shuffle back into your deck any wind monster from your graveyard, so those Synchros, those Ixies, and Debris Dragon, those can all go back in your deck instead. It's not just limited to Gustos, so great card. Got one Bottomless Trap Hole, one Compulsory Evacuation Device, two Dimensional Prisons, two Fiendish Chains, and one Torrential Tribute. And that is the main deck in its entirety. Next up, we've got the extra deck. We've got Catastor, Daigusto Goldos, which is, it's basically lets you destroy something by shuffling 2 Gustos into your deck from your graveyard. 3 Daigustos Freeze. I mean, I run 3, I used to run 2. 3 is where it is definitely at, though. 1 Dragoonie Night Guy Dirg. I mean, card's indispensable. It's fantastic. 1 Black Rose Dragon. 1 Crimson Blader. Thinking about replacing him. 1 Scrap Dragon. 1 Stardust Dragon. Great card. Wind. So if you summon Pilica, you can still summon it. 1 Star Eater. It's Debris Dragon and Tempest. Leviair. Totem Bird. Daigusto Emerald. And Lightning Chidori. And that is the deck in its entirety. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys play Gustos, play around with them. Hope you enjoy them. And if you guys want any more deck videos, feel free to like this. Hope you guys have a great day.